What's up guys, this is Ciencia, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to homebrew your Nintendo 2DS or 3DS. Alright, well this basically is going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to put programs on your 3DS that are not officially signed by Nintendo, such as allowing you to play games from your SD card, emulators, as well as other games, so yeah. So first, what we're going to want to do is we're actually going to want to check what version that our Nintendo 3DS or 2DS is at. So go ahead and turn on your system. Alright, and then you're going to want to go to the system settings. Alright, and at the top right, it's going to list your system version. And this is going to and whatever your system version is, that is going to determine the method that you're going to need to use. Yeah, okay, so if you are version 1.0 to 11.3, you're going to be using sound hacks. We're not going to be doing that since we're in the latest version. So yeah, if you're at version 11.4 to 11.13, you're going to have to do a system update to 11.14. Okay, that's the version I'm at. Alright, so if you are anything below 11.14, make sure you go ahead, go to other settings, go to the right, and go ahead and update your system to the latest version. Alright, otherwise you would not be able to do the method I'm doing. Doesn't mean that you can't, it just means you're going to have to use a different method than the one that I'm going to show you. Alright, as you can see, mine is up to date. Alright, so once you've done that, we can now continue to the version for 11.14, which is going to be using CD Miner. Also, just a quick note that there is a risk that you could get banned for having a modded system, so keep that in mind. Okay, so first we're going to need to put our SD card in our computer and set things up. So go ahead and take your SD card, put it into your computer. Show you guys what's next from there. Alright, and just like with my DSi, I am going to be following the guide from 3ds.hacks.guide. So if you have any questions, make sure to go here. Yeah, but the first thing, you're going to need to make sure that your SD card is formatted properly. Alright, so go ahead and get FAT32 format. And here it is right here. I already have it saved, so we're just going to go ahead and open it. Alright, here we go. GUI format right here. Alright. And make sure again that you have the correct drive selected. And I'm just going to go ahead and name it 2DS. And we're going to go ahead and start the format. Make sure that everything on your SD card is saved somewhere if you want to keep it, because everything will be deleted. Okay, so now that it's finished formatting, we can then put our take our SD card out of the computer and put it into our 3DS. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, now we can go ahead and put our SD card into our 3DS and turn it on. And what this is just going to do, it's just going to create some files on the SD card that we're going to use to modify it later. So yeah. Alright, there we go. Alright, and yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do. So you can then go ahead and turn off your 2DS and take out your SD card, put it right back into your computer. Alright, once you're on your computer, you're going to need to go over to the Nintendo 3DS folder. Okay, and you're going to need to copy the name of this folder right here. So just go ahead and press Ctrl C. Okay, and you're going to want to save that somewhere. Okay, so I have Notepad open. Okay, and we're just going to leave that right there. Alright, now we're going to turn on our device onto the 3DS. So let's go ahead and go there. Alright. Okay, we're gonna go to our friend icon. Alright, so now we have our friend code right here. Alright, and that doesn't matter. We have the friend code on the top. Alright, so now we're going to need to go back to the computer. Alright, now we're going to download Brute Force Movable. Alright, now we're going to enter the friend code of our device. And enter the thing that we copied earlier. Alright, and now we are going to click go. Alright, now we're going to go back to the 3DS.
Lucas.
And we're going to register whatever the friend ID it says there as a friend. Okay, so I'm going to go to register friend. Okay, and we're going to enter the friend code that it says on the screen. Do okay. And name, we'll just name it bot. All right, now we can head back to the computer. There we go. And now we're just going to wait. And yeah, this is going to take a while, so I'll be back when it's finished. Alright, it is done downloading. So then we're just going to go ahead and download the movable.sed. Alright, next we're going to move on to the next step, which is installing boot 9 strap. Alright, so what we're going to need for this is a Luma 3DS. Alright, so let's go and click on that. Download the zip. And make sure your device is turned off. Okay, we're going to open this. We're going to choose our movable.sed file. And then we're going to download this unsafe mode BB3 archive. Alright, now our SD card, make sure your SD card is into your computer. Okay, let me just...
Lucas.
Right.
I love you, Poppy.
And let me just extract both of these while we're at it. Alright. Alright, so we're going to go to the Luma 3DS, and we're going to copy both of the boot.firm and the boot.3dsx to the root of our SD card, like so. Alright, and we're also going to copy the usm.bin and yeah, that's it, the usm.bin. We're also going to copy that over to the root of the SD card. Okay, we're gonna go to 3DS. Okay, now we are going to go to our Nintendo 3DS folder. Click on this, click on this, and now we're gonna create in here a Nintendo DSiWare folder, like so. Yes, and then we're going to go into that, and then go ahead and drag over in the F00D43D5.bin right here. And yes, okay. And now we can take our SD card out of our computer, and I'll show you guys what to do next from there. Okay, now we can put our SD card back into our computer and turn it on. I mean, into our 2DS and turn it on. Okay, now we're going to go to our system settings. We're going to go to data management, DSiWare, and then we're going to go to the SD card. Alright, if it flashed red and rebooted to the home screen, which it did flash red, now we're waiting for it to reboot. That means that the exploit was successfully done. Now we can then turn off our device. Let's go ahead and turn it off. Alright, with the device still powered off, okay, we're going to be holding left, right, D-pad up, A, then power. So we're gonna hold. Okay, I was finally able to get it after pressing the right button against my body as one of the buttons. But anyways, now it says connect to the internet and update system. We're gonna go ahead and do OK to accept the update. Do accept. Gonna do it OK. Now the update is going to fail, and it's supposed to fail. Alright.
BeatStars.com.
Okay, it's going to say that. I'm going to do OK. It's going to ask you, would you like to configure internet settings? You're going to do yes. Alright, we're going to go to connection 1. Go to change settings. Okay, we're gonna go to the next page. We're gonna go to proxy settings. We're gonna go to detailed setup. Okay, and we should see a B9S install success. Alright, and now we're gonna press any button to reboot into Luma configuration.
BeatStars.com.
Okay, so now we're here. We're gonna do show NAND or user string and user settings. So we're gonna scroll down to show NAND or user string in user settings, and we're gonna go ahead and do A here. And then we're going to go ahead and do start to save and reboot.
BeatStars.com.
Alright, now that it's rebooted, we're going to go to system settings. Going to go to data management. We're going to go to DSiWare. Going to go to the SD card. It should flash green this time.
BeatStars.com.
And it should reboot again, which is going to restore our Wi-Fi configuration so that the Wi-Fi is not messed up. Alright, now we can turn off our system. Turn it off. Alright, now let's turn off. Go ahead and put your SD card into your computer again, and I'll show you guys what to do next from there. Alright, now that we're on our computer, go over to the Nintendo 3DS section. Alright, we're just going to go back to the Nintendo DSiWare, and then we're going to go ahead and delete that, the modded DSi thing that we put in there earlier. We're going to go ahead and delete that. Do yes. Alright, now we're ready to continue. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to go to the root of our 3DS, and we're going to create a folder called 3DS, like this. Alright. And we're going to create a folder called CIAs.
BeatStars.com.
Like this. Alright. And we're also going to need it to download a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and download all of them. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and click on this. Download that.
BeatStars.com.
The CIA file. Let's go ahead and save that there. Let's download Checkpoint. And again, the CIA file. Gonna download the Homebrew launcher wrapper.
BeatStars.com.
Save that here. Gonna download God Mode 9. Gonna download DSP1. FBI.
BeatStars.com.
Both the CIA and 3DSX. The CTR no time offset. Oh, I think we might have, hold up. And finally, the Luma 3DS updater, the CIA. Alright, now that we have all of that downloaded, now we're going to copy the CTR no time offset.3dsx, so CTR to the 3DS folder on our SD card, okay? So drag that over to the 3DS folder. FBI.3dsx to the 3DS folder.
BeatStars.com.
The Homebrew launcher.cia to the CIA folder. The Luma updater.cia to the CIA folder. The FBI.cia to the CIA folder. The DSP1.cia. Okay, so we did need the CIA, not the 3DSX. So DSP1.cia to the CIA folder. The Anemone 3DS.cia to the CIA folder. The Checkpoint.cia to the CIA folder. Create a folder called Payloads in the Luma folder if it does not already exist. So we're going to create a new folder. And we're going to name that Payloads. Copy godmode9.firm. Alright, so let's go ahead and extract this. so we have godmode9.firm. We're going to drag that over to the payloads folder. Copy the GM9 folder from godmode9 to the root. So just going to go back to the root. Drag this folder over. Alright, okay, now we're done, so we can go ahead and take out our SD card, put it back into our computer, and I'll show you guys what to do next to our 2DS. I'll show you guys what to do next from there. Okay, now we can put our SD card into our computer. I mean, not into our 2DS.
I love you, Poppy.
And turn it on. Okay, so now we're gonna go to settings. Other settings. And then we're gonna go to system update. I'm gonna do OK. Alright, if it says your system is up to date, that's perfectly fine. Do OK. Okay, we're now going to go to the download play application. Okay, we're going to wait till we see two buttons, and then now we're going to do, let's see, left, D-pound down, and select. Alright. And now we're going to go to the miscellaneous options. Here. We're going to switch the Homebrew title to the current app. It's going to say, I'm going to press B to continue, B to exit the rules of the menu, and then we're going to press the home button, and then we're going to go ahead and close the app. Then we're going to launch download play, and we should now have the Homebrew launcher. Okay, we're going to launch CTR no time offset. We're going to press A to set the offset to 0. We're going to press start to return to the Homebrew launcher.
Lucas.
We're going to launch FBI. Okay, we're going to go to SD, CIAs. I'm going to do current directory, and we're going to do install and delete all CIAs. Press A to confirm. Alright. Okay, then we're going to press home. I'm going to close. Alright, then we're going to go to the Alright, now we're going to go to the DSP1 application. Alright, once it's done, we're going to go ahead and click B. Alright. Now we can turn off our device. Okay, we're going to launch God Mode 9 by clicking Start at boot. Alright, it's going to say Essential Files Backup Not Found. Create one now. We're going to do yes. And then we're going to do A to continue. If date and timer's wrong, we're going to do yes.
Lucas.
Alright. Okay, now we're going to press home. I'm going to go to scripts. Do GM9 and Megascript. We're going to go to scripts from Playlex Guide. We're going to do setup Luma 3DS to CTR NAND. Press A. Press A. I'm going to do then A. Alright, press A to continue. Alright, now we're going to go select clean up SD card. Go ahead and press A. A to continue. B. Go to the main menu. Go to backup options. Go to sysnan backup. Press A. Might take some time, so just wait. Alright, once it's done, go ahead and press A to continue. Alright. Press B. And then go to exit. If it asks you to write permissions, go ahead and do yes. To relock them, I mean. Now we're going to go to memory virtual. Press A. Go to boot9.bin. Press A. Do copy to GM9 out. Press A. Press A to continue. Press home to bring up the action menu. Go to power off system. Alright, now take your SD card out of your computer and I'll show you guys what to do. Now we're going to go to the GM9 folder, go to the out folder, and now we should have the .bin, .sha, essential, and the boot 9. Okay, so all of these we can I'm just gonna create a folder here called backup, and we can go ahead and move all of these all these files over there. Alright, now we can delete both of these two files off of our device. Okay, now we can take our SD card out of our computer, put it back into the 2DS. I'll show you guys what's next from there. Alright, now you can put your SD card into your 2DS again. Turn it on. Alright, now we are officially finished homebrewing our 3DS. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we have the homebrew menu right here, the homebrew launcher, and okay, yeah, so we have the homebrew launcher, FBI. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and peace.